Today we're exploring Corralejo, one of the most vibrant towns in the north of Fuerteventura, Canary Islands. Corralejo started as a small fishing village. For many years, this was a quiet coastal settlement where local fishermen lived and worked, surrounded by volcanic landscapes and the Atlantic Ocean. But over time, Corralejo transformed into one of the island's main tourist destinations, while still keeping its relaxed island atmosphere. One of the first things you notice here is the light. The sunlight in Fuerteventura feels different, brighter, sharper, reflecting off white buildings and golden sand. The sky is often clear, and the Atlantic wind is almost always present. That wind is actually one of the defining characteristics of this island. Fuerteventura is famous for windsurfing and kitesurfing, and Corralejo has become a base for water sports enthusiasts from all over Europe. But Corralejo is not just about sports. One of its biggest natural attractions is the nearby Parque Natural de Corralejo, a protected area with massive sand dunes stretching along the coastline. These dunes feel almost like a small desert by the ocean. Golden sand meets turquoise water, and behind you, you can see volcanic mountains in the distance. It's one of the most unique landscapes in the Canary Islands. Back in town, the atmosphere changes. The harbor area is lively but not chaotic. From here, ferries depart to Lanzarote in the small island of Lobos. Fishing boats sit next to tour boats. Restaurants line the waterfront, offering fresh seafood and local dishes. If you walk through the old town streets, you'll notice a mix of traditional whitewashed houses and modern cafes, surf shops, and international restaurants. Corralejo has become quite international. You'll hear Spanish, English, German, Italian, sometimes all within the same street. Yet despite tourism, the town still feels manageable in size. You can walk almost everywhere. The beaches inside Corralejo vary. Some are small, rocky coves with calm water, others are longer sandy beaches ideal for families. And just outside town, the dunes offer wide, open Atlantic beaches with stronger waves. The contrast between black volcanic rock and white sand is striking. It reminds you that these islands were formed by volcanic activity millions of years ago. Fuerteventura is actually one of the oldest Canary Islands geologically. Over time, erosion shaped its softer, smoother mountains compared to islands like Tenerife or La Palma. Corralejo reflects that landscape, open, exposed, shaped by wind. Another interesting aspect is the lifestyle. Life here moves slower than in mainland Europe. Cafes open late, sunsets are social events. People walk along the promenade in the evening. The climate allows outdoor living almost all year round. Even in winter, temperatures are mild. That's why many visitors come here from the UK and Northern Europe to escape colder weather. And yet, Corralejo doesn't feel like a luxury resort town. It feels accessible, casual, relaxed. It's a place where surfers, digital nomads, retirees, and families mix naturally. If you wake up early, you can experience a completely different side of Corralejo. The harbor is quiet, the ocean is calm, the light is soft, and the wind hasn't fully picked up yet. By midday, the town becomes more energetic. Cafes fill up. Tourists head to the dunes. Surf schools prepare equipment. The Atlantic breeze strengthens. And in the evening, everything slows down again. Sunsets here are dramatic, especially when clouds catch the orange and pink light over the ocean. From certain viewpoints, you can even see Lanzarote on the horizon. Corralejo is not a huge city. It's not a historic capital with massive monuments. Its beauty is in simplicity. Ocean, sand, wind, light. It's a place for walking, observing, slowing down. Whether you come for the beaches, the dunes, water sports, or just to enjoy the Canary Islands atmosphere, Corralejo offers a balanced mix of nature and small-town energy. This is Corralejo, shaped by wind, ocean, and volcanic earth. Here in the heart of Corralejo, on the island of Fuerteventura, this traditional windmill stands as a quiet reminder of a very different era. Today, Corralejo is known for its beaches, dunes, and vibrant holiday atmosphere. But long before tourism arrived, this island was shaped by wind, agriculture, and resilience. Fuerteventura is often called the island of strong winds, and you can feel that Atlantic breeze even now as it moves through the square and rustles the nearby palm trees. Centuries ago, that same wind was not just a pleasant sensation. It was essential for survival. These wooden blades would turn steadily in the trade winds, powering the mechanism inside and grinding local grain into flour. Flour was the foundation of daily life here. It was used to make gofio, a traditional Canarian staple made from toasted grains, which fed generations of islanders. In a dry and challenging landscape where farming was never easy, windmills like this one played a crucial role in supporting local communities. Architecturally, this mill reflects the simplicity and practicality of the Canary Islands. The whitewashed walls help reflect the intense sun, while the dark wooden blades are built to withstand constant exposure to wind and salt air. Unlike the large stone windmills of northern Europe, Canarian mills were compact and adapted to the island's unique climate. Standing here in Plaza Lasunis, surrounded by modern shops and hotels, it is fascinating to see how the past and present coexist. This windmill is more than a decorative landmark. It is a symbol of Fuerteventura's identity, shaped by nature, shaped by wind, and shaped by the determination of its people. As you look up at the blades against the dramatic sky, you are not just seeing a historic structure. You are witnessing a story of adaptation, tradition, and the powerful relationship between the island and the ever-present Atlantic wind. Here in Corralejo, just a short walk from the beach, Villa Tabaiba stands out as one of the most unique artistic corners of the town. This is not just a villa, it is a living canvas filled with mosaics, sculptures, and Mediterranean color. The exterior walls are decorated with ceramic panels, classical portraits, marine figures, and mythological references. You can spot mermaids, fish, and symbolic motifs inspired by the Atlantic Ocean that surrounds Fuerteventura. Every detail feels intentional, handcrafted, and deeply personal. The name Tabiba refers to a native Canarian plant that survives in dry volcanic soil, symbolizing resilience and adaptation. In many ways, this villa reflects the same spirit, rooted in the island's landscape yet expressive and creative. Walking past Villa Tabaiba feels like discovering a hidden open-air gallery. The warm terracotta tones contrast beautifully with the deep blue sky, and the textures of stone and ceramic add depth and character. It is a place where architecture and art blend together, offering a different perspective on Corralejo beyond its beaches and dunes. In a town known for tourism and ocean views, Villa Tabaiba reminds us that creativity also shapes the identity of Fuerteventura. It is colorful, unexpected, and quietly inspiring. Here in Plaza Lasunis in Corralejo, just a few steps from the historic windmill, we discover a completely different expression of the island's spirit. This contemporary sculpture, titled Maman You, was gifted to the people of Corralejo by the artist Lixber Reguera. The figure sits in a calm, meditative pose, grounded and peaceful. Her posture suggests stillness, balance, and connection. The face is intentionally simplified, almost anonymous, allowing anyone to see themselves reflected in this form. It is not just a portrait of one person, it represents humanity, motherhood, nature, and inner harmony. The entire surface of the sculpture is covered in flowing mosaic-like patterns. Warm tones of red, ochre, yellow, and soft earth colors blend together like the volcanic soil and sandy dunes of Fuerteventura. These colors echo the landscape of the island, the desert plains, the Atlantic light, the dramatic sunsets, and the powerful wind. Maman You speaks about our relationship with nature. The inscription nearby invites us to reconnect, to embrace the land again, and to feel the energy of the earth beneath us. In a modern tourist town filled with movement and activity, this sculpture creates a quiet space for reflection. As palm trees sway in the Atlantic breeze and daily life continues around the square, this seated figure remains still, reminding us that even on an island shaped by strong winds, there is always space for calm, balance, and connection with ourselves and the natural world. A few minutes from the holiday apartments and busy streets, there is a place frozen in time. This is Parque Abandonado, the remains of what used to be Aqua Water Park. Years ago, this park was full of life. Families queued for water slides. Children ran between pools. Music played through loudspeakers under the Canary Islands sun. It was one of the main attractions in Corralejo. But after financial difficulties and changing tourism trends, the park closed and never reopened. Today, nature and time have taken over. Empty swimming pools lie cracked and dry. Water slides stand silent against the sky. Palm trees grow wild between broken concrete, and graffiti now decorates the walls where laughter once echoed. The abandoned shark sculpture has become an unexpected symbol, a reminder of a different era. The atmosphere here feels surreal, almost post-apocalyptic, especially at sunset, when golden light hits the ruins and the wind moves through the empty structures. Places like this tell stories, not just about tourism and business, but about how quickly things can change. In a town known for sunshine and relaxation, this forgotten park shows another side of Corralejo. Raw, quiet, and strangely beautiful. Would you explore a place like this? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy discovering unusual and hidden spots around Fuerteventura, subscribe for more cinematic travel stories.